today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making these cute and adorable little Halloween treat boxes that you could basically give to your coworkers, maybe to your little boo-boos or your kids, or even make them for your kids to take to school. They're super tiny, super easy. These are the little treat boxes we're making. We're making some tombstone little treat boxes, and you can get like little mini snacks that fit in here, maybe even like the mini Rice Krispies or little mini chocolate bars or anything like that will be able to fit in here. And you don't really have to put a lot of candies in here, so you don't really have to break your wallet on making these little bad boys. Not to mention, you could get 2 little boxes out of one regular sheet of paper, an 11 by 8.5, and you can make 2 little treat boxes out of that. So it's super duper easy. I hope you guys try this out. This is not my idea, guys. I've seen a lot of Stampin' Up! Little independent people, crafters, and a lot of them have done this. These are the little boxes that they actually call the 2468 Who Do We Appreciate? No, I'm just kidding. That's not really what they're called. They're called the 2468 box, but I went ahead and I just threw that little flair in there. But anyways, so these are super duper easy. Like I said, 1 sheet of paper will make 2 little boxes. So I hope you guys try this, and I don't want to waste any more time, guys, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo-boos. So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters, let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So remember when Hobby Lobbies used to sell Halloween stuff? This is a paper pack, Paper Studios from Hobby Lobbies. We're going to go ahead and pick out 1 piece of DSP paper from here to do as our first mat on the front of our little box, the little tombstone. And this is the lucky winner right here. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And we're also using Recollections black cardstock, 65 pound. We're going to go ahead and start cutting our basic black Recollections card at 8.5 by 4. Jesse went ahead and he messed up this part right here. He effed it all up, guys. So we're going to have to fix this in a bit. Then the second little sheets of black cardstock that you need is 3.25 by 2 inches. And then that is also going to be for the front of the box. We're going to cut 2 of those because it's 2 boxes. Then we'll need another one at 2.5 by 2.75. This is going to be for the sentiment in the front, but if you guys are using a paper punch, then by all means just use a paper punch. Jesse's going to be using some dies, so that's why we're going to go ahead and do that. The DSP paper should be cut at 3 by 1.75. I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 because we're doing 2 sheets, and then the rest is going to be in a white cardstock, but we're actually going to use a green cardstock. Score your paper at 2, 4, 6, 8, and then turn it portrait style. But you guys are going to notice that right here I totally effed it all up, so we're going to go ahead and recut these. So remember that your base for your box is going to be cut to 8.5 by 4. So go ahead and cut those by 8.5 by 4. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out our score tool to go ahead and rescore these little bad boys again. So, bringing back our score tool, on the 8.5 side, you're going to go ahead and score it at 2, 4, 6, 8, and then turn it and score it at 2. Once again, 2, 4, 6, 8, turn it, and then score it at 2. That's going to be just the basic box for your guys' treat box. Go ahead and just use your bone folder to go ahead and crease those edges. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the little tab on the very bottom to your right-hand side. You're going to see it's just a tiny little tab. We're going to cut that, and on the same side we're going to go ahead and just cut all of the little tabs all the way down to that score line in the very center of that paper. Just go ahead and make little tabs. I like to minor the edges so that it does a little easier fit, and it's not so sometimes when you just leave them like that, it's kind of a little bit bulky, so they need to be mitered a little bit. So that's what I do here, and I do a very little slitter. I don't really go too crazy on making that area too small, because then the box kind of doesn't really look right. So right here, we're already completely done with the base of it. All we're going to do is just going to go ahead and just glue it. I like to use my Eileen's tacky glue because it gives you a little bit of wiggle worm. You guys could definitely use a tape runner, or you guys could definitely use double-sided tape, whatever Cream's your Twinkie, my little crafty monsters. So right here we're just doing the little box. Now I want to make the seam in the very back, so make sure that you guys do the seam in the back. I'm gluing every single tab, but you guys don't have to glue every tab. You guys could just glue the last one and it'll just hold everything together. But I like to be a little bit extra, guys, and just make sure that everything is secure. So I went ahead and I just glued the whole entire thing. So once you have everything glued, we can go ahead and start working on the very front part of our little tombstone. And I'm going to go ahead and use my little tag paper punch, because that's going to kind of give it that little tombstone effect on the very top. Right here, I went ahead and I just eyeballed the paper, and I learned on the second one I should just put in that black DSP paper with the DSP paper all at the same time, and it'll get a really perfect little punch. So go ahead and do it with both, guys, because it's a lot easier. Jesse just learned that right now as we were going. And once I went ahead and I did both of them at the same time, then it gives you more of a uniform kind of look to it. So please excuse the first one. So now all we're going to do right here is we're basically going to go ahead and start cutting our little sentiment paper. And so I'm bringing out my little dies and my little Sizzix. So I really don't have too many of these little dies, like that would look kind of Halloweeny, but we're going to go ahead and just use this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the same size, because the smaller one is a little too small. But I'm going to go ahead and use two of the same sides, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of offset them so it kind of looks like a little shadow. You guys will see. So this is that cardstock that we're using. We were going to use white, but I wanted to go ahead and use another color that will kind of basically make it pop. So we went ahead with this color. And so we're going to go ahead and just cut the white for sentiments. This is where we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment onto. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and offset that. If it's green, I'm hoping it's green, but it kind of looks a little yellowish to me, but we'll see. So we're going to just go ahead and offset it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and just stamp our little sentiment on here. This is the little stamp set from Michaels that I purchased a few weeks ago. They were on sale. These are my favorite new little Halloween stamp sets. Right here, I'm just going to go ahead and glue the little tombstones together. Now you're going to notice that the little hole punch is a little off. It's okay, guys. We're going to go back and we're going to hole punch that, and you don't have to really worry about that little hole anyway, because we're going to go ahead and cover that up with a bow. So we're going to go ahead and use a sentiment on here which says Happy Haunting, and we're going to go ahead and stamp that onto our white cardstock, that little sentiment white card that we made, and we're going to go ahead and just stamp the Happy Haunting on that. After we go ahead and do that, I just wanted to add a little bit of something else on it, even though we're going to go ahead and decorate the outside of this box. But I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this little cute bat that looks like he's flying, and it's from the same stamp set, so I figured just keep it uniformed. And so you're going to go ahead and see me struggle to take that one out. When these are brand new on the Michael stamps, if you guys have ever purchased any, you guys will know that they are so hard to take off on the first time. I was struggling with that one. So this is the little bat that we're putting on the very top. And then we're going to go ahead and just start gluing these little guys together. Make sure you guys clean all your stamps and put them away so that they're ready for the next project, guys. And it also helps keep them a lot healthier and they don't get messed up and stained. So right here I'm just offsetting that, and then I'm going to go ahead and just center this on the very center of the little tombstone. That's as easy as it is, guys. You don't have to get too crazy on these little treat boxes, because first of all, you want these to be pretty fast, cheap, and you being able to fork out like quite a few of them, however many you need, really quick. And so I went ahead and I just glued everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto the actual little box, and this one you just got to center it in the very front. It's going to match perfectly, and then once you get that little bad boy done, then we're going to have the fun of decorating these little bad boys. This is my best part. I love to decorate stuff. So once we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and hole punch that one. Now I'm doing this because I thought that I was going to go ahead and feed that ribbon through the little hole, but later on you guys notice that Jesse struggles with making bows, so we went ahead and just made a bow and glued it on the very front. So if you guys are going to do the same thing that I did, then just don't even worry about redoing that hole punch. Just leave it as it is, because your bow is going to hide it anyway. These are some little stickers also that we purchased at Hobby Lobbies a year ago when they used to sell Halloween stuff. I'm so mad right now. But anyway, so I'm going to use my E6000 to go ahead and attach these little spider webs onto our box. And the reason why I'm using E6000 is because these little the little the little webs are actual plastic and they're really slick. So no other adhesive would actually hold these. Even hot glue would eventually let go of these once it gets a little bit hard and cold. And so these are the little spiders, like I said, that we purchased at the Hobby Lobbies a year ago. And I'm going to go ahead and just add these because they're glitter and they also have a little rhinestone as the little body part, which I thought was super duper cute. And so we're going to go ahead and now do our little bow. This is basically the last part of it, guys. Once you do the little bow, you guys are completely done. You guys will be able to stuff these with the crinkled paper, and then you guys could go ahead and just put whatever little treats you guys want to put in these. Either you put a little mini Rice Krispies, or you put the little miniature snack chocolates, or even loose candies as I did. You guys could fill these up with anything you guys want. And so right here, you're going to notice that Jesse is struggling to do this little bow because Jesse always struggles to do bows. I mean, I don't know. I've just never been able to do them. So a good friend of mine, Tammy Sexton, she also has a YouTube video. She gave me a 10-second bow maker, which you guys are going to see me pull out right now, and it has saved my life. I swear to you guys, I make all my bows with this little 10-second bow maker. If you guys have been following me, you guys will notice. I don't even know why I attempted to do this on my own, but you know, I had to try. So we're gonna end up pulling this little guy out. Now that little bow is a little too small, so I want it to be a little bit bigger. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart and spread those little sticks apart a little bit more, and then get the right size that we want. So this is a perfect size right here. I'm gonna go ahead and fishtail cut these little ribbons at the end, if that's even what it's called, but it looks like a little fishtail to me. So that's what we're gonna call them. And so, like I said, this little 10-second bow maker is a lifesaver when it comes to making little bows. I love to use this little 10-second bow maker. And that's what it's called if you guys want to ever look up and purchase one yourselves. I think they're about like $9 or $10, something like that. They're very inexpensive, but so worth to have in the craft room. And so right here, I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue and I'm just attaching this little bow on there. And that's as fast as that one was. I should have just did this in the beginning instead of trying to make the little bow, but you know, Jesse had to attempt to do it a little bit again. And so these are the little boxes. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put some little crinkled paper in there just to kind of stuff these a little bit more. So then you also don't have to stuff too many candies in them anyway to begin with. And so once you have these stuffed with the little crinkle paper, then these are ready to be stuffed with some candy, and you are all set. How cute are these little bad boys? I hope you guys tried these out. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. I hope you guys get inspired and make some of these for your kids to... Oh, did I just say give your kids to take to school? Kids are not really going to school yet, are they? But anyways, you could go ahead and get some, make some for your coworkers, for those of you who are still going to work, or you can pass them out to, like, let's just say you go get your nails done or something like that. You can go ahead and give one to your nail artist. And yeah, I totally forgot we are in a total pandemic right here. Jesse's been in his own little world. So in his own little world, everything is still back to normal, but I guess it's not. But anyway, these are some cute little treat boxes you can make for whatever you want. If you're gonna have like a little family gathering or anything like that, these would be perfect to be giving out as little party favors. They're super duper easy and super cute, and I hope you guys get inspired. So if you guys do make some of these little treat boxes, please share it with us on our social media, which is Facebook and Instagram, Paper to Masterpiece, and we would love to see your guys' creations. And I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs, because I know BFs is good, boo-boo. I know it is. I know. But BFFFF is even better. And I know you guys want to be my BFFFF. So go ahead and hit that little icon. Also, since you're already there, hit the little bell icon, because that will give you notifications for every time we upload a new video, which we will be uploading a new video. So stay tuned tuned for next week, you guys, because next week we are going to be doing another big DIY Halloween decor project. You guys are going to love it. If you guys have been following us, you guys saw the little candlestick holders that we made out of refurbishing these old candlestick holders that I had. If you guys haven't, you guys definitely check that out on our video library. It is the Halloween candlestick holder decor, something like that. Go ahead and check that out. And also, don't forget to tell your friends, guys. You guys got to share, because sharing is caring. Oh, what is going on here? Sharing is caring, and you guys definitely do not want to be being stingy, guys, and not sharing. So share with all your friends and all your families. Maybe they would love to make some little Halloween projects or little Halloween decor. Definitely share. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, bye.